Over the past year here at MicroQuest, we've been planning, listening to our users, and working hard on the next chapter in Healthquest history. There are exciting changes in Healthquest 4. We've added new features, performance enhancements, updated the overall look and feel of the program, and did some general housekeeping. On the right-hand side of the tabletop, you'll notice our brand new sidebar. When you first log in, it will display your work list and referral statistics. Then after a few seconds, it will collapse to show only totals for each category. If you move your mouse over the collapsed sidebar, it will expand to show you more details. If you click the pin button at the top of the sidebar, when it is open or closed, it will always remain that way for you. A handy feature in the sidebar is the User History area. This window keeps track of everything you've done so far today, such as looking up clients, report runs, scans linked, billing, etc. If you click the plus sign next to a patient in the list, it will list the actions performed. Double-clicking an item will jump to the action performed. In this case, we viewed charting overview for a patient. Double-clicking a report will pull up the actual results for that report at the time you ran the report. The letter module has been updated with support added for the new Word docx format. This will allow for better compatibility with clinic letterheads, including improved handling of tables and images in the documents. Along with the new letter module, we've added the ability to lock letters. Letters are locked automatically when marked as sent or 4 days after the letter was created. Similar to the email appointment reminders already in Healthquest, you now have the option to remind patients of their upcoming appointments by clicking the text message button from Appointment Details. Text message appointment reminders can also be sent automatically from a separate application running on the server called HQ Daemon. The HQ Daemon will automatically notify a patient via text message when there are a certain number of people ahead of them. For example, if the doctor is running behind and the patient wishes to leave the clinic, they can be notified by text message when their appointment is approaching. Please contact the MicroQuest sales team to have this feature enabled. Some fees apply. Healthquest Instant Messaging has been reworked with the new interface and enhanced stability, allowing you better communication between Healthquest users in the clinic. Users can message each other within Healthquest, see when others are online, and send offline messages. Offline messages will appear the next time the recipient logs into Healthquest. All messages now display a date and timestamp when the message was sent. Please contact MicroQuest technical support to have this feature enabled. Healthquest 4 has enhanced direct billing with support for multiple payers. Designed for patients with multiple insurance provider coverage, Healthquest can now automatically calculate the amounts owing by the patient and any associated third parties. Let's have a quick look at an example of multi-payer billing. I have a patient whose bills are being partially paid by Manulife. In the Relations tab of the client card, I've added Manulife as a third party. I also have the policy number and the percentage covered filled in. Under the Name tab, the type of patient is set to multi-payer patient. When I bill the patient, the payer field changes to multi, so now when I select a code for the invoice line, it automatically calculates the amount billed to all payers. Notice the client amount is less than the total amount for the invoice. This is how much the patient owes on this invoice. If you right-click on Payer, Multi, a breakdown of the amount owed for each payer is displayed. The window enables you to add or change payers and amounts as required. When you click Payment or Done, a confirmation displays the details of the invoice and who is paying how much. The account summary also correctly displays payers for invoices. Healthquest now has integration with the mihealth personal health record system. Easily upload your choice of charting information to mihealth for external patient access. With a mihealth subscription, Patients can view their own chart from any device with internet access. When mihealth is enabled and configured in Healthquest, a new mihealth button will appear on the client card. This makes it easy to select which prescriptions, lab results, problems, allergies, or any other relevant information to upload. Please contact MicroQuest technical support to enable this feature. You now have the option to use the new Citrix-based Alberta Netcare. This new version, released by Alberta Health Services and Alberta Health, will prevent the commonly experienced error, licenses exceeded, currently plaguing Netcare. Accessing Netcare from Healthquest is the same as before. You click the Netcare button on the client card or charting window. One big improvement is now, if the Netcare window is minimized, it will not pop up every time a patient is looked up in Healthquest. To look up a patient in Netcare, you must click the Netcare button on the client card or charting window. Please contact MicroQuest technical support to have this enabled.